Okay, welcome back to one of many paper gun tutorials. One sec, I'm just gonna close my door. Okay, so today I am going to be making a paper gun that shoots and yeah, it'll be pretty cool. So let's get started. So what you're gonna need is paper, obviously, tape, and Scotch tape is probably one of the best tapes you could use. Either Scotch tape or masking tape. And you're gonna need some scissors. Alright, let's get started. So first, grab a piece of paper, roll it the long ways, and you don't want it to be too tight, but you don't want it to be not tight enough. So you want it to be about the thickness of your finger. So you can put your finger in, search for the part, I don't know what to call it. Search for the part where, never mind. So just make it about as big as a battery. So like this. So you have a tube like this. As big as a battery. Like a battery could fit in it. See? It's about the same size as a battery. The battery can't fit in, but that's good because our bullets aren't going to be that big. I'll also show you how to be doing bullets. Then you're going to want to take a piece of tape. Tape it on. One on this end, one on this end, one in the middle. Okay, so after you finish this tube, you're going to want to, after you finish this tube, just set it aside and make another tube that looks exactly like it. And after you make this tube, do the same thing. Make it about the thickness, or whatever you want to call it, as a battery. It doesn't matter with this one. You just don't want this one to be too thin, or you don't want it to be too thin or too big. So yeah, that's about right. You can use this like I am to measure to see how good it is. But so yeah, you're gonna want to do that. Tape it up. You can either do it the way I said, tape both. You can either tape both ends, or you can just tape it like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a piece of tape right there. You might be able to see it. It's probably a little hard though. Yeah, I think you can. So yeah, see that? You can do it all along there, or you can just do it around just like that. So I did it that way because I don't want to just take time ripping off tape. I'm taking some pre-stripped tape I already had before, just to not waste time. Okay, so back to the actual thing. So once you have your second tube, you're going to want to take your first tube, measure them, make them look like they're even, like that. Then you're going to want to cut one tube to the length that you would like it. So this tube I'm going to cut, and you measure it by like how much you want dangling off. So I think I want about that much. Then you cut that piece off. And then don't throw this away because you're going to need it later. Yeah, and then this tube, actually, so yeah, it's going to look something like this. But it's going to be separated so you can have your thing, cocker, whatever you call it. So yeah, you can set those aside. Well, the longer one aside because you're going to need the shorter one. Then you're going to take another piece of paper, roll it up long ways. Yeah. Okay, you're going to want to roll it up long ways. But you're going to want to measure it to this one to make it be able to slide easily. Okay. So you're going to want to make sure both ends are nice. And you're going to want to make sure it's not super loose, but you don't want it to be super tight, so you have to be like jerking it and jamming it every time. Okay. This part might take a little longer. So yeah, look, that's perfect right there. Okay, so you're going to want to tape that up. Goodness. I have one piece of tape left. Guess I'm going to have to rip it off. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to want to put the small one aside. Take this. Tape, tape, tape. Tape is probably one of the most important. Aside from paper, tape is your best friend when you're making a gun. So tape it up really well because this one you're going to cut into like pieces. Not small pieces, just pieces. Okay, so this one, you're going to want to put your hand there, cut. You're going to want to put your hand there and to wherever it fits. You want to cut like right with your hand. That's actually even a little bit. So yeah, that's about good for my hand. My hand isn't that big, except most people think it is, because then you're going to want to, well, yeah, I play piano, so my hands are sort of big. So yeah, you're going to want to do that. Then, depending on how thick you want it to be, you could cut another one, or you could just leave it like this. Actually, get another piece of paper and roll it up short way. Yes, finally we're rolling it up short way. I don't want this video to take too long, so I'm kind of rushing, except some videos you might see people are going really fast. So yeah, you do that. Then, with this tube, you're going to want to take the longer one that you previously made and make sure this one can slide around on it. So I'll just do that really quickly. Come on, tube. It's not like you got somewhere to be. So yeah, that's good, it looks like. Yeah, that's good. So, tape this up. My sister's calling me. So right now, she's going outside because our mom has to work. But our dad's just busy right now, like really busy. So yeah, you're gonna want to tape that up nice. And then you're just going to want to cut a piece, say that about this big. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches, around there. 1 inch to 2 inches. That's actually, have it like, see ya. My sister's, yeah, she's going out. So yeah, you're just gonna want to set this aside, or actually, use the piece you previously cut, the small piece, and measure it on this one. Cut it, then set it aside. Okay, let me just clean up my area, mark stuff. Okay, and you're gonna need to get that. Okay, so here's the piece. As you can see, it slides over, or should. Oh, my sister's back in because it's raining. I love the rain. See? Slides. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going a little over time on this. So, yeah, I'll come back to you in part 2 when we set up the gun, put the handle on, maybe shoot a few enemies. Cough, cough, my sister. Alright, so see you in part 2.